the Bramble Jam Podcast. Hi, I'm Bran, and I've been waiting a lifetime to say that I love Lifetime Christmas movies.
Hi, I'm Patrick Serrano, and I am your Lifetime movie expert.
I'm Dan, and in this lifetime or any other, I despise Lifetime movies, and this is the Deck the
Lifetime
Uncorked
Uncorked.
podcast.
One day.
So really,
Yes.
this is just an experiment to see how long it takes for us to get all of it right.
Yes.
Is all this is.
Yeah,
So far,
we'll do it.
So far,
Someday.
no go, but we've got all season to do it,
We
and
got
I
it.
feel confident.
That was close.
Yeah, I was close. I think by the Reba movie, that's my
Reba.
line. Yeah,
I will say, you is really all your fault.
it is my.
So
You
far.
is really all my fault. Yes.
Yes.
And that's fair. This is new. It's a new podcast,
a new-
Brand. I'm in the saddle for the old podcast, and this is a new one.
Right.
Oh,
You have always told me you take a little while to get used to a
That's
saddle.
right. I have. I will say this: in starting the Hallmark season, because we're already rip roaring ready to go with Hallmark movies. We've already got new episodes out every day.
Uh-huh.
Because Hallmark's just monstrous. I am legitimately. There's two of these movies that it's going to be hard for me not to watch. I know the bit is I'm not going to watch these movies during the year, which I'm very thrilled about.
Yeah.
But the
you're,
Reba
you're not
McEntire-
allowed. You're not allowed.
Yeah, but the Reba McEntire movie and the Kirk Franklin movie, I mean,
Watch them after the fact.
yeah, then you're gonna ruin the whole thing.
That's true.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That's
buddy.
the one thing I'm wrestling with. The rest of the movies, no, don't care. But
It's a
Reba
kid-
and Kirk,
It's
come
keeping
on,
it's
man.
keeping you up at night, huh?
It is. It's tough. These are the questions I ponder.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. How about that? Lifetime really
I'm
doing
committed.
it to you.
That's right.
Yeah. Maybe take some melatonin, like just relax a little.
Patrick, we're 2 weekends into Hallmark Christmas movies.
We are.
You've been joining that journey until Lifetime gets up and running. How have you been feeling so far about the slate?
I think Hallmark is doing something a little bit different this year. Like I've seen so many queer characters just like all over the place. I got in trouble for one of them. I was like, this kid is like so gay, but they were like, how would you know that kid's gay? That kid's like a kid. I'm like, yeah, I know, but I was like a gay kid, so I can kind of feel it. I see it.
What movie? What movie was it?
Christmas and Coyote? Coyote
Yeah,
Christmas?
Christmas and
Pretty
Coyote.
cool.
I'm like, that kid
Yeah.
is too precocious to be not gay.
We used the word precocious while we were watching the movie.
That's true. We
We
did.
said he is quite the precocious young
Yeah,
child.
with that much sass, you basically saw like me as a child. So that's where I'm coming from. Anybody who's like confused how a child could be gay, I'm like, I see a lot of myself in this kid. Very annoying, but adorable.
Yeah, he was very annoying.
Yeah, totally. But yeah, Hallmark's doing their thing. The one that I liked this weekend was with the texting, like the secret texter.
We've
I
not
don't
gotten there
remember-
yet.
Oh, okay. Well,
Don't ruin it.
I won't ruin it, but there's a secret texter, and there might be some sexting. Okay.
Whoa.
Okay.
As-
There isn't.
Oh man. Well, after we had a deacon tell somebody in a church he wanted to really,
Well,
we
yeah.
can't say
We
that.
can't say that.
There's a line said in Christmas in Harmony that I don't know how it got.
You
I don't know how it got on the air.
cannot say that.
I don't know how it got on the air. I don't know how it
Wow. Well,
Yeah.
Hallmark's just really going there this year.
did.
New
Yeah.
Hallmark, not my Hallmark.
Not my Hallmark. Better than my Hallmark, I
Yeah.
think.
Right.
Guys, we have one more batch of Lifetime Christmas movies to preview.
Couldn't be more excited.
Starting with December 13th. Are you guys ready to dive in?
Let's do it.
Maps and Mistletoe. Maps
Nope.
and Mistletoe. That's premiering on December 13th at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 Central. Patrick, for you over there.
Yeah.
Starring
So,
Humberly
That can't be right.
Gonzalez and Ronnie Rowe. Oh, Ronnie Rowe.
Ronnie Rowe. What is going on? It is your boy, Ronnie Rowe.
Ronnie Rowe's an excellent Instagram
Have you ever
follow.
watched his
Oh,
Instagram? All of his
no.
Instagrams are motivational, and they all start with "What is going on? It is your boy, Ronnie Rowe." He says it every time,
great.
and it's wonderful.
I love that.
That's his tagline. Go
But that
follow-
but
go
that
follow.
is Humberly, correct? Patrick, you're seeing Humberly, right?
Hey, I don't have this movie on my list at all. So
Really?
This is a surprise to me. I'm excited.
Oh wow. Well, I that's did you think that we were on the 14th?
I have no idea. I've never heard of this movie. I don't know any of these people. I'm on the ride.
Well, let me tell you about it. Amelia Martin, played by Humberly, a cartographer of school maps, has plans for.
You read cartographer like you didn't know that word.
I was starting to read it as cartoonist,
Yeah.
and then quickly realized it's not that. It's a cartographer. Has plans for a cozy Christmas at home until her boss has a last minute project for her. I wonder what it's about. You think it's map related?
I think it probably is.
Designing a novelty treasure map of
Thank God.
the North Pole. On the back of the Declaration of Independence, I added that part. Amelia decides to seek out the expertise of North Pole explorer Drew Campbell, who reluctantly agrees to help her. As the two work closely, they discover more than either of them ever expected.
People are exploring new lands in 2021. I mean, get out of here.
Yeah.
And Ronnie Rowe is a North Pole explorer.
Ronnie Rowe is a North Pole explorer.
Look.
What's the over-under on Ronnie Rowe being Santa Claus by the end of this movie?
Ooh, I don't know. But I do know that the last movie I saw him in, he was in Alaska.
That's true. He really likes to...
I don't know what it is about this guy in the super cold, but...
What was that?
Jingle Bell Bride.
Yeah. Did you see that last year, Jingle Bell Bride? I think it was like the first
probably
movie.
with Tatiana Ali.
No.
That's something else.
That's something else.
But he's got... Dude, his voice is so smooth.
Yeah.
You get Ronnie Rowe is a North Pole explorer. That's at least
talking about maps.
That's it. Talking about maps. That's at least worth 2 creams.
Wow.
Not 2 creams. God, I'm not
wow.
crazy. 2 mochas for me.
Wow. Okay.
Nice,
that's right.
Nice.
But maps does bring it down quite a bit. Maps.
Yeah.
But yeah, what are you gonna do?
Patrick, where are you at on Mapgate 2021?
So Maps, I love that song by the Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, so great. The thing that you two don't know, and how could you know? You don't watch Lifetime. When we hear North Pole, that is a red flag because Lifetime loves like a cute North Pole, not like a real North Pole. You guys are picturing like snow and like tundra. No, it's like elves and toys and like little rosy cheeks. It's very, very cutesy.
So are you serious? He's a North Pole explorer. And by saying that, what you're telling me is on Lifetime, he's going to explore like Santa's workshop?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, that's what I think is going to happen. And I hate it. Lifetime did this a lot back in the like 2015, 2014 times where it was very cutesy North Pole. Maybe this is actually Lifetime. I don't know.
Do you think they're trying to make up for that? They're trying to make amends and doing a real mapping movie.
Right. Yeah. If this is like Idris Elba and Kate Winslet, like trudging through the snow, I'm
just
here
getting
for
in a
that.
plane crash. That's right.
You have Santa's Workshop all wrong.
Let me tell you. I've been there. I've done the research.
Oh, good.
We'll so see. Are you pouring it up?
Yeah, this is tough. I'm gonna put a cork in it because I didn't even know this movie existed. I'm like reeling from that.
Wow.
Okay, yeah,
it's fair.
I'm going. I love Ronnie Rowe.
Ronnie Rowe,
and I'm intrigued by a map movie. I don't think I've seen one.
That's a sentence you never think anyone will ever say.
I haven't seen.
I'm intrigued by a map movie.
A good treasure map movie since the movie with Nicolas Cage that I can't
National
remember.
Treasure.
National Treasure.
You mean to tell me that they're doing this? Her assignment is to do a fictional North Pole map.
I don't know.
They said it's to sell things, like it's for gifts and stuff. It's not like to really map.
It's
out
a novelty treasure.
Novelty, yeah. Why do we need an expert for a novelty treasure map?
That's a great point.
Yeah.
What is Ronnie Rowe's job here? Unless it is in fact elves and rosy cheeks, in which case this movie just went straight to 5.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We love that.
I don't know. I've never seen anything like it. If you have all this baggage with 14, 15 that I don't have.
The most that Hallmark's done with that is the North Pole movies.
North Pole
from
one word.
From quite a few years ago.
Right.
Three mochas for Brand.
Okay.
Ghost of Christmas Past. Do you have that one, Patrick?
I sure do.
Okay, starring Annie Clark and Dan Giannotti.
Gene Naughty?
Gene Naughty.
There's no way that guy's name is Gene Naughty. It's got to be like Jean something, right?
Yeah.
Probably. Probably.
We're going to go with Gene Naughty.
Patrick's like, I'm not helping him. I'm just
that's December 14th. Ellie, a serial ghoster on dating apps, is told by a fortune teller that she must resolve her past and make amends with those she's ghosted before Christmas, or she's destined to never find true love. Over the course of 1 week, she takes it upon herself to track down all the men she's ghosted before the stroke of midnight on Christmas Eve and discovers love in the process.
We are doing it. How has it taken this long to do a turn of phrase with the ghosts of Christmas past?
That a lot. I like that a lot. I want to start by just saying I'm going 4 mochas and a cream on this one. I love this premise. I think it's really fun. I think it's a really fun premise. So I'm going 4 and a cream. Patrick?
So, ghosting is so rude. Like, if you're on dating apps, like I am, unfortunately, at this time of my life, yeah, you get ghosted every now and then, and it's just like so rude. Like, be an adult and say, like, I'm not interested, or I met somebody else. That's okay. That's what dating's for. So the fact that this girl has to go back and like face everyone she's ever ghosted is hilarious. I love that. Also, the movie is written and directed by females. So I think this one will be fun because, we get the real, like, it's like girls talking about dating, like, love that. Like, if I could just be a fly on a wall, talking about dating with my girlfriends, I'd love that. And on the IMDb, it's listed as a horror/romance. So that has me very intrigued. I don't know why I swear it's a horror/romance. So
it's IMDb for you, man. Who's editing that?
I don't know.
Right. Anybody can edit it. So
are you pouring it up, Patrick?
I'm pouring it up.
Has anyone that's ever ghosted you come back later and done this situation, said sorry?
No, but they do like stalk my Insta stories. So I always see them like in the Insta stories looking at my stuff. I'm like, why are you looking at my stuff then?
Yeah, it's a good question.
Mm-hmm.
See?
Mm-hmm.
Unbelievable. Do our boy Patrick wrong like that.
Wrong.
It's unbelievable. Yeah, so I may be most excited about this movie of any movie so far.
Wow.
The premise based on the title, great idea. It sounds like it could be funny. It sounds like it could be fun.
It could be a horror movie.
If it's a horror movie, forget it. And I'm just going to do it. I'm going to go 5 mochas, and I'm going to go a cream for Gene Naughty.
Yeah.
If you're not creaming Gene Naughty, I don't know what you're doing.
Wait a minute.
I didn't see that coming. I didn't see a 5 and a cream coming.
This is up there with Kirk and Reba for me.
Boy.
I heard Ghost of Christmas Past, and I was like,
well, we've already done that this year.
I've heard this movie I've seen 1,000 times. And so it's just the fact that it feels refreshing that they're using a term that was super popular 5 or 6 years ago. Like, they're doing it.
Well, how about this term for this next movie that's airing on December 15th, which is my anniversary. I think that's what we're going to do for my anniversary.
Oh, I thought the title was my anniversary. I'm like, that's a terrible title.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Your anniversary is that
December
day.
15th. Yeah.
This sounds like the plan.
The title is The Enchanted Christmas Cake.
Is there any maps?
No, just magic cakes. Starring Erica Durance and Robin Dune.
It's done. I'm sure it's done.
It's double N. The double N's
thrown. It's not. Yeah, that's what makes it done instead of Dunny, because there's an E after it.
Dunny. Yeah.
No, done. The 2 N's make it no. There's silent E. Done.
Don't act like you know Robin personally.
I don't, but I know how to just read names.
He's from Dawson's Creek, you guys. We all know Robin.
Oh,
I don't want to wait.
We all know Robin. After recently losing her grandmother, Gwen is struggling to run their bakery, regain the Christmas spirit, and figure out her grandmother's magical recipe for the town's legendary enchanted Christmas cake. Wow, really bury the lead there. So when a high-end chef comes to town to film a Christmas special, Gwen reluctantly agrees to help the producer, Gavin, oh my gosh, prepare for the shoot to help support the bakery. As sparks fly, will she discover that Gavin is the secret ingredient she was missing all along? All right, Lifetime, I see what you're doing. Patrick, where are you at on the magic cake?
Well, we love Lifetime Christmas magic, always not afraid to go there with the magic. Like, if you want it to make sense, it's not going to. But if you want it to have like a cool effect, like a graphic, they got that. So I love a magic graphic. This is Robin Doone's second Lifetime Christmas movie of the season. So I guess he's really putting in the work. So good for him. So I'm going to pour it up for Christmas cake magic.
Christmas cake. Yeah.
Love
Where you
it.
at on cake?
It's a 0 for me.
Wow.
I just everything you read bothered me. Everything.
Even down to the dunny.
Down to the dunny. That's right. Dooney Dunny. I just know I'm not here for someone worried about her grandma's cake recipe. I just am not. And it sounds like it's just enough magic to bother me. I want it to be full on magic or not at all. And it's a no for me. I'm sorry.
You guys know I love a synopsis that leaves me with questions, and I have questions.
Oh yeah, boy, do I.
Mhm.
Such as, like, what do you mean with the enchanted Christmas
With these
cake?
words, what do you mean the E's silent?
What do you
and
mean?
done? I don't
Right.
understand.
So I am giving it 2.5 mochas for intrigue.
Ooh, it's an intrigue mocha.
but
Intrigue mocha.
But I will say, on the surface, this does not sound super exciting, but the potential for magic with cake. I mean,
come on.
I've seen a lot of magic in my day, but I have not seen magic cake. So it's an intrigue mocha. December 16th, Christmas by Chance, starring Winnie Clark and Jacob Blair. See, those are good names. Easy.
Yeah, easy.
Easy names.
It's whiny. Chance Charleswood owns a
His
struggling...
name is Chance Charleswood.
Chance Charleswood.
Are we sure we're not on some other channel?
Chance Charleswood owns a struggling gift shop called By Chance Gifts. By Chance Gifts?
It's terrible.
By Chance.
That's a bad name.
By Chance Gifts? By Chance Gifts.
Gifts by Chance would be better.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
By Chance Gifts.
This is just By Chance Gifts. Like, no.
You keep reading it, putting the emphasis on a different word, hoping it makes sense.
I keep hoping.
By Chance Gifts.
The only thing it would make sense
By Chance Gifts.
if there was like a comma after chance, right? Like By Chance Gifts.
Yes.
I don't understand that at all.
By Chance Gifts. As the Christmas shopping season approaches, Chance is hired by William Richards, a wealthy and popular entrepreneur, to help him organize the perfect proposal for his girlfriend, Layla Brooks. When Chance needs to get closer to Layla to find out, oh my gosh, is he gonna, what? When Chance needs to get closer to Layla to find out what she likes, they devise a plan to have her attend their Christmas party as an old friend of the family. Okay. Chance and William continue to spend more time together with the hopes of devising the perfect proposal. But Layla does not seem to be ready for marriage, and each plan seems to fall apart. As Chance and William get to know each other more, they begin to bring out the best in one another and are able to find their true selves along the way.
What's happening?
What's
I
happening?
don't know. This is so complicated.
I have who is the primary relationship in this film?
Yeah.
Is it Chance and William?
I don't know.
Yeah. Is this a gay thing going on? Or is Chance a woman?
Hold on.
But no, they say that the proposal thing.
But is Chance might be a woman.
A woman.
Chance might be a woman.
But they're trying to get this girl to come to a party, right?
It's hard to say. Chance. The problem is Chance is played by, what was the name? Oh, I lost my spot. Chance is played by Charles. No, wait. No, Chance Charles played by Winnie.
Oh, Winnie. Winnie sounds like a girl.
Yeah.
So Winnie's name in the movie is Chance Charleswood.
Yeah,
that's like the broiest name I've ever heard
of all time.
That's tough. Okay, so we've just figured this out, right?
Wow.
Winnie Clark is a female. Yes.
Gifts by Chance Christmas. What was the name of that? By Chance Gifts.
The real tough part about this
is a 2020 joint.
Really?
It's a 2020 Canadian release last year.
And it's also an hour and 37 minutes. So good luck, boys, with that extra 14 minutes.
The confusing part about this, as we were confused by the names and what was going on, was the last line, which was to find their true selves along the way. And I thought it was like, Chance, has some realizations along the way.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, this is really, no, it's just.
What's the name of the person they're trying to get to the party to propose or whatever?
Who's the It's Layla. Layla's the girlfriend, I think.
Yeah. Layla's the girlfriend. That's right.
Okay, so we figured this out, right?
We got it.
So Chance is helping William.
Yes.
To like propose to his girlfriend.
And Layla, it might not be the right fit, but Chance will be the right fit.
Chance will be. Yeah. Man, Chance Charleswood is a tough name.
Chance Charleswood
for a female character.
We
can all agree.
You never saw
it.
I never didn't see it coming.
Patrick, now that we've figured this out, what are you feeling?
So this is maybe like a my best friend's wedding type of thing without them being best friends is what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
And I've never seen my best friend's wedding, so I'm not excited for this movie. Put a cork in it. No, thank you.
I have seen my best friend's wedding, and you're not missing much. And also, now that we figured out what's going on, it just sounds boring. I'm out. Well, half a mocha for the name Chance Charleswood. That's all I got.
Yep.
I guess the fact that it's a 2020 movie does not bode well, but and it is incredibly sketchy. The girl helping this guy get the proposal, and then they end up falling in love. That's sketchy. That's sketchy times at Ridgemont High. One mocha for me because it exists.
Yes.
Okay.
Mistletoe in Montana on December 17th. A late arrival for Melissa Joan Hart this year, I feel like. Yeah.
I think they're like holding it for like the holiday. Like this is like peak holiday, right?
This is peak holiday, but I feel like you don't. They
do Mario Lopez on Thanksgiving and Melissa Joan Hart for the holiday rush there.
Okay, is that what we do here?
Yeah,
that sounds fine. Melissa Joan Hart, Dwayne Henry, and Jamie Sheardon on December 17th. Welcome to Paradise Ranch, where city slickers get to be cowboys and cowgirls. Mary, which is spelled Merry, who owns the ranch, has been unlucky in love. But that's about to change when a single father, Mark, and his 2 kids book the ranch for Christmas week. Adventure is on the menu. The holiday spirit is everywhere, and love is in the air.
Oh,
who wrote this? Oh. This is a really weirdly written synopsis, because why did they start out with Welcome to Paradise Ranch, where city slickers can be cowboys and cowgirls? That's the most unnecessary.
They're filming the movie now. They don't know the synopsis yet.
They don't know what it's about.
Yeah,
they're still working on it.
So we don't. I got this. I've been playing around with this idea of city slickers becoming cowboys and cowgirls.
Yeah.
Should I write that in? Sure.
Yeah, put that on there.
Patrick, where are you at here?
So Melissa Joan Hart, we know, is the queen of Lifetime over here. We have Candace, the queen of Christmas. Melissa Joan Hart is just the queen of Lifetime. And maybe not really like the queen of all of Lifetime, just Christmas movie Lifetime. She's done so many of these. She has fallen in love with a nutcracker. She's been handcuffed to Mario Lopez. There's so much going on. And the male lead, Dwayne Henry, is one of the first Black leads on Hallmark holiday season, like in 2018. He was in like a gingerbread movie with Tia Mowry.
Gingerbread Romance. Yeah.
Gingerbread Romance. So he's like pretty funny and goofy. So I'd like to see him paired with Melissa Joan Hart, because she's not afraid to go over the top with her like physical comedy. And like, I think she sees herself as a comedian. I don't necessarily think she's that funny, but she can pull it off in what needs to be done. So this should be cute. And another one for the what is it? Her production company, like Hart Productions.
Hart Songs. I don't know.
Yeah. Pour it up.
Okay. I'll never forget Christmas Con 2019. And
oh boy, just
lines out the door for everybody. Lacey and Danica,
Ryan and Danica,
and no one wanted to see Melissa Joan Hart at Christmas Con, and it was sad.
She was like the only like real Lifetime star there.
Yeah,
everyone else was like a
and what's her name? She's got the name. Oh gosh, she's very boisterous. You would know her. She doesn't do Hallmark.
Oprah Winfrey?
Yes, Oprah.
Oprah was there.
And no lines for her either. That's the crazy
It's like Shanae, Jack A. That's it.
Jack A.
Jack A. No one wanted to see Jack A in real life. What's wrong with you people?
That's unbelievable.
I think people were in line for Jack A.
Yeah. But
But
Melissa
okay.
Joan Hart,
no one seemed to
It was
care.
wild.
I get it. You know, once she teamed up with Britney Spears and the crazy video, I was like, you're trying too hard. She's just a try hard. That's what it is.
She's a tryhard.
Yeah.
Welcome to Paradise Ranch, where city slickers get to be cowboys and cowgirls. I'm gonna give it one mocha for the person who wrote the synopsis. Like, shout out to you. This was just like keep going. And another mocha for Melissa Joan Hart. So two total.
Can I do negatives? Is there any way to give mochas back somehow?
You cannot give mochas back.
Man, it's a 0. Montana, no. I got bad experiences with Christmas movies set in Montana, specifically Christmas in Montana, which is awful. Melissa Joan Hart, I've not seen Holiday in Handcuffs, which I hear I need to see. Everything else I've seen her in, I've not liked. Yeah, I did like the guy in Gingerbread Romance, so maybe there's something there. It's still 0 for me.
But have you heard about Paradise Ranch?
City slickers can go there to be cowboys and cowgirls.
So that should give you something. Let's move on to December 18th, which is Toying with the Holidays, starring Chad Michael Murray.
Oh, yeah.
And Cindy Busby.
Okay. All right. Couple of Hall stars.
Couple of Hall stars. And gackers at this point.
Is Busby a gacker?
No.
Chad Michael Murray. You said a couple of them. Gackers. Just one gacker.
I'm sorry.
She's not a gacker.
No, I don't.
It's a one gack. It's a one gack.
Yeah. She's a freelance actor. She'll go wherever she wants, wherever she gets hired.
That's right. Wherever Mar Vista tells her to go, that's where she goes.
One gack this time. Workaholic designer Danielle returns to her hometown of Holly Pines for the holidays with her young son Paul, who hopes to introduce him to some beloved holiday traditions. I don't think of Paul as a child name. I know, like, obviously Paul,
adult Pauls had to come
from somewhere, but you know what? I just don't see it. In particular, the town's North Pole Express train, it's also known as the Polar Express. Once home, she discovers that the North Pole Express train has been sidelined.
Oh boy.
There's a targeting. Determined to help, Danielle reconnects with her former high school classmate Kevin, who is now a hobbyist.
Oh boy,
and model train enthusiast himself. Together, Danielle and Kevin attempt to pull off a Christmas miracle that would get the old North Pole Express running and quite possibly give Danielle many reasons, one of them romantic, to consider staying at Holly Pines for good. ...
But does Kevin get a job? Because they list him as a hobbyist.
I know. What a weird thing to include.
This also ends with an ellipses, which is interesting. Consider staying in Holly Pines.
Several reasons. One of them romantic. I want to be clear. There's other non-romantic things on the table here.
Yes.
This is absurd. This guy's unemployed, and for that, I'm going to give it one mocha.
Let's see. Cindy is great. I think she's like the Meryl Streep of TV movies over here.
Oh wow!
Bouncing back from like Hallmark to Lifetime.
Yeah.
On Lifetime, she gets pretty crazy. You guys, like, I've seen her like stab somebody with such ferocity that I was concerned for her. Maybe she's really working through something. She's played a mom who's like lost a daughter and like really going through it. Like on Lifetime, she kills. So I love it. Anything with her is great.
We love Cindy. She's on the show all the time. We love her. Yeah.
I think she's great. So on Hallmark, she probably nails it too. Chad Michael Murray, the bad boy passed. I don't know if he's a friend of the show, but I'm going to say that he seems like a jerk. So I'm really sad Cindy had to work with him, and I hope they got along on set. But yeah, other than that, this movie sounds terrible. The people are more interesting than the movie, so put a cork in it.
Can I adjust my rating? I forgot that Chad Michael Murray is playing a hobbyist. I'm going to tick it up a half a mocha. Can you imagine?
Chad Michael Murray is not just a hobbyist, but he's a model train enthusiast.
Does he wear one of those giant conductor hats?
So
please,
this synopsis has hit me at an ideal time. I Deck the Hallmark's on TikTok at Deck the Hallmark and at Hallmark Podcast, but don't follow that one.
You keep telling them about the other one, like stop it.
There is a TikTok on there,
but you forgot the login, so you had to create.
I have tried every possible way to get into that. I have forgotten accounts.
TikTok is ironclad.
TikTok is like, sorry, shouldn't have done it. Anyways, I stumbled upon this TikTok guy who loves trains.
Oh yeah, you told me.
And is just so enthusiastic about trains. I love this guy. So for him, I'm going to give it 3 mochas. And for Chad Michael Murray being a hobbyist, I'm going to give it another one. So 4 mochas. For
Wow.
me.
Okay.
Okay. There
He's
we
a
go.
hobbyist.
He's a hobbyist model train enthusiast.
He probably really is, to be honest.
Hey, Chad, we got you a new role. Oh, cool. What am I? It says here you're a hobbyist.
Is there model trains involved? I'll take it.
I'll take it.
There you go.
December 19th, Under the Christmas Tree. How is that not taken?
That has to
Under the Christmas Tree? Surely there's another Under the Christmas Tree somewhere. This is starring Elise Bowman, Tatiana.
I think that's right.
Tatiwana.
Tatiawana. We're adding an A where it shouldn't be, I think.
I genuinely I don't read these beforehand, and I just try my hardest.
Yeah,
Tatiana Jones and Ricky Lake is here, guys.
Ricky.
Love Ricky.
Marketing whiz, Alma Beltran. Why do sometimes they give last name? Also, Alma Beltran.
Some of these, I mean, a hobbyist and a marketing whiz walking to a bar. I mean, like, that is like, come on, guys.
Alma Beltran and Christmas Tree Whisperer.
No.
Charlie Fremont. These names are just fantastic. Cross paths when Charlie finds the perfect tree for the Maine governor's holiday celebration right in Alma's backyard. While they initially spar, they get their little swords out, little poking sticks.
On guard.
They initially spar. Romantic sparks soon begin to fly between the two women as the enchanted tree and some Christmas fairy dust from the town's. What's that? Pet
fairy dust happens in Lifetime. Just deal with it.
But from the town's, what's that? Patissier extraordinaire?
Spell it.
Patissiere. There's also some umlauts over there.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Extraordinaire, played by Ricky Lake, brings out the best in them and spark each other to take leaps of faith and fight for love and Christmas magic. Spark each other. Patrick, where are you at on this one?
Well, so LGBTQ plus representation, we love that. Last year we had the gays with what is it called? The Christmas
Setup.
Great movie.
I wrote an article for Oprah magazine about that movie.
Yeah,
maybe you've heard about Oprah.
Maybe you didn't know I'm a friend of Oprah Winfrey. But yeah, so we got the gays last year. Now we have the lesbians coming in, which is like funny because like a lesbian Christmas movie is basically like they meet and then they move in together immediately and like get cats. So the romance part, I just don't know how that's going to work out because, lesbians just like they cuddle up real quick once they find their person. And yeah, I don't know, like Ricky Lake's here, so that's great. And, Lifetime was really big on the representation last year. This year, this is like the only like thing we're getting like in terms of like some type of underrepresented in pop culture group. So I'll take this. I'd say we could do more. Last year we had a person in a wheelchair, like a real actress who was in a wheelchair, finding love, and that was really cool. So I'd love to see more of like that type of stuff in the future, but pour it up for this.
Dan?
Yeah, it's 2 mochas for inclusion and then a cream for Tatiwana cream.
There's a lot in the synopsis that I don't understand.
Me too.
So for that, I'm giving 3 mochas.
Fair enough.
One of those can be for inclusion too. So,
okay, fair enough.
So I don't know. Make it 3, make it 4.
I saw Inclusion Mocha live. And they were
fantastic.
Pretty good.
Fantastic.
But again, these synopsises, these are like towards the end of December. So they're filming now. They don't know what's going on. So they're trying to put as much detail in there. So you're like reading. But
it's not every day that I like genuinely don't even know what a word is in a synopsis. Like typically I can figure it out with context clues. I don't know what Ricky Lake is in this movie.
Something magical.
Some sort of patissier. Candy Cane Candidate is airing on December 20th, starring Jackie Lay and Jake Epstein. Is Jake Epstein
Jake
everywhere?
Epstein's
I
in
feel
every
like
movie. Yeah.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
it's the year of the Epstein. Natural born leader Julia. Hi, I'm Julia. I'm a natural born leader. Returns to her hometown of North Falls for Christmas to drown her sorrows in eggnog, cookies, and Yuletide after her recent political campaigns for city council ended in a landslide loss.
How did she lose? She's a natural born leader.
Mm.
Something got lost in translation there.
Yeah.
It's the perfect place for Julia's holiday escape until she realizes coming home means running into her old high school rival, Parker. Gosh, I've never met a Parker that I like. The arrogant know-it-all, that's literally every Parker, who beats her in a race for senior class president. When the North Falls mayor resigns, the town holds an emergency election, and Julia and Parker finds himself once again facing off. So she just lost, and she's like, you know what? Back at it. But as Julia and Parker campaign their way through the Christmas season and plan a toy drive together, Julia begins to see a different side of Parker. And the ice begins to slowly thaw. As their political race comes to a head, Julia and Parker discover winning isn't everything.
I've said it for years.
Dan?
Jake Epstein was good in the Christmas setup. He's also good in a Hulu show called High Fidelity, which is based on the John Cusack movie.
Cool.
And he's in he's in that period piece that we have on Lifetime that sounds awful. And I said 0 for that one. So because I was harsh on that one, and I think rightfully so, but I like Jake Epstein, we'll go 2 mochas here. I even though the idea sounds awful, I'm still just for the Epstein of it all, I'm going to go two mochas.
You still have 2 creams left.
No, I don't. I used a Tatiwana cream, and I used the cream early on
so
for
you
the
have
ghost.
So you have 1 cream.
I got 1 left.
Okay. Patrick, you have all your creams.
I do. I'm saving them for who knows what. Who knows what, because the end is bleak. But
I'm saving them in case the power goes out or something.
Right.
Patrick, where are you at on this one?
Let's see. So politics and Christmas don't really mix, or politics and holidays don't really mix. So this will be interesting for me. Like if she's like a type of politician that's bossing people around and like running around in like her pantsuit and heels, like I might like that.
Well, she's a natural born leader,
and you need to remember that.
Yeah. So I love that. And then she goes and softens up at Christmas. Like I like that storyline where she's like, oh yeah, I failed at my thing, and now I'm gonna go to my hometown and get with my high school sweetheart. Sure, whatever. I thought we were over that, honestly, but I guess we're not. So I'm gonna pour it up.
Wow, all that to say you said that you pretty much doesn't sound like a good idea on a number of fronts, and then you were like, yeah, pour it up, let's do it.
Yeah, I talked myself out of it, but then at the last minute I talked myself into it.
Okay, so it's a switch.
Do you want to cream it as well for old time's sake?
Yes, for Jake, I'll cream it.
Yeah. I love Rivals. 4 mochas and a cream for Rivals.
Wow, for Rivals.
I love Rivals.
Okay, fine.
Remember the rival Christmas towns?
That was a terrible movie. And then the other town got really short.
They did fireworks?
Yeah, they had fireworks and nobody even cared.
Gosh, I love Christmas fireworks. The Christmas Ball. With Deidre Mullins, Nick Hendricks, and Caroline Langrish. Yes. December 21st. When lead ballerina Claire Fitzgerald is let go before the Christmas season's Nutcracker, why?
What?
She's beyond devastated and jumps at an opportunity to visit her Aunt Bridget in England during the holidays. Once there, she meets Liam, a local professor and historian who is helping Aunt Bridget preserve the family manor. Claire discovers the Christmas Regency.
It's on you, buddy.
The Christmas Regency balls were once held at the manor, prompting Aunt Bridget to propose that they hold a ball as part of Liam's presentation to the Preservation Society. As Claire and Liam work together, the two also waltz into a new romance. Guys, I'll be honest, I fell asleep reading that synopsis.
Yeah, there's a lot of dancing references in there.
Yeah, regencies too. You know, you got to watch out for the
Liam's
regencies.
presentation to the Preservation Society.
Just put me to sleep already.
It's a 1 mocha for Bran. 1 mocha.
Absolutely not under any circumstances will I watch this movie. No. 0.
Yeah, I'm putting a cork in it. Also, the Nutcracker triggers me because I work events and there's so many Nutcrackers that come in through December. And this movie already came out last year in the Netherlands, so I'm over it.
Have you ever had to plan an event and they're like, "Hey, what about Winter Wonderland?" Have you ever had to do that?
No, thankfully, no. Their events are not like how they are on TV, so that's good.
Have you ever had a Nutcracker come through and they decide we're going to get rid of one of the ballerinas?
That's right, second? Just as is. Just let's do one short.
Yep, they just take her out and put me on stage.
There you go. We only have a few more left, everybody. This is we're getting down to the nitty gritty. It Takes a Christmas Village. December 22nd with Brooke Nevins. Love her.
Oh, love Brooke Nevins.
Corey Sevier and Ali Chung on December 22nd. Did I say December 22nd? In order to make the town's Christmas market a reality, Mayor Alex Foster, that's Brooke Nevins, Alex, female Alex, must convince the reclusive Darcy Hawkins to loan out his family's historic mill, which is no easy task thanks to a long-running family feud. But as Alex slowly chips away at Darcy's frosty exterior, their feelings grow beyond the interest of the town, leading this unlikely duo to the prospect of love. Dan?
I love Brooke Nevin, friend of the show, Brooke Nevin. Crashing Through the Snow this year, I thought she did a great job, and it's one of the better Christmas movies of the year and really of late. One mocha for Brooke, and we'll do the cream for Brooke as well.
Wow,
right. Mocha and cream
fantastic.
for Brooke. Yep.
Patrick, where you at?
What's Crashing Through the Snow?
It came out in July.
It's
Hallmark movie
July
released a new one, but it's actually, Patrick, pretty good. It's also got Warren Christie in it from It's the Most Wonderful Time of the Year and that terrible CCB Wizard of Oz movie last year.
Yes.
But those two are great together. But it's just, I would say I would probably, of all the Hallmark Christmas movies I've seen, it's probably like a top 15 Hallmark Christmas movie for me.
Wow.
So you should check it out in all your spare time.
I will. Yeah. So Brooke and Corey are OG, like lifetime actors. Like I'm talking like 2012, like they were like running around, getting murdered, being hot. Now they are kind of like in the next phase of their career, right? They're like, okay, we've done like every acting role we can possibly do in TV movies. So now they're stepping into the director chair. Brooke directs a lot for Lifetime now, which is really cool to see her kind of like lean into the genre of like Lifetime murder movies. And Corey is directing this one. So it's going to be interesting to see, like, it's always interesting to see an actor who's done so many, so many of these movies, so many different roles, take their vision of like what that looks like in the director chair. So they kind of bring something a little bit different than somebody who might not have as much experience directing these kind of Christmassy movies. So I'm interested to see how it goes. So I'll pour it up.
Do you know who Corey Sevier is?
I know that face.
It's The Reindeer Don't Fly.
Oh, The Reindeer Don't Fly.
Northern Lights of Christmas.
Yeah.
That's who it is. Yeah.
This movie could not sound more generic.
Yeah.
Also the name Darcy Hawkins is funny to me. 1.5 mochas for Bran.
So Patrick's pouring it up over there and we're just both like, no, hard pass, even though we love Brooke Nevin. I mean, he just has he's a lifetime historian. So
right. But it's for the actors directing. Like I'm into that. I think
I do like that
opportunity.
They do that more on Lifetime than they do on Hallmark.
2.5.
Hallmark has the factory. They have to churn them out. They know they have their people. Lifetime's willing to take a chance and be like, oh, you want to direct? Cool. Like, come on and direct.
I got to be honest. I just think I like Lifetime movies more than Hallmark movies. Like in general, like I just think in watching some of them this summer, like even the ones that are terrible, they're so bad that I get more amusement out of them than I do the Hallmark movies. So
exactly. Sometimes they're so bad, they're good.
That's right. Yeah. What was the green screen bobsled race that we did?
Oh, yeah. The Melissa Joan Hart,
AC
Mario
Slater.
Lopez movie.
But there's a bobsled race that is one of the
best.
I mean, it is an all-timer scene. I just
It's
Nice.
the toy movie.
there's
The
a guy
toys.
wagering on it. It's a green
Yeah.
screen.
Yeah.
You and I could have shot it in this
Oh, I
office.
loved
It's
it.
fantastic.
Great.
Rebuilding a dream Christmas.
Ugh.
It could have been rebuilding a Christmas dream, but they went with rebuilding a dream Christmas. Yeah. December 23rd with Megan with 2 G's. Megan Kaiser, Zane Stevens, and Bryson John Steele.
Come on down.
Successful real estate broker Abby with 2 B's is forced back to her hometown.
How many Abbeys you know in one B?
Abby? I know. I'm sorry. With an EY is
Okay,
probably
all
what
right.
sticks out
There
more
we
about
go.
this Abby.
Patrick's like, okay. You say so.
Abby with an EY
Yeah.
is forced back to her hometown to repair a Victorian house she inherited from her grandmother. She decides to sell the house and hire single dad Josh to help with the repairs. Working together brings up memories from her past, and as her relationship with Josh and his 8-year-old son Noah grows, Abby finds herself calling. So, sorry, everybody. Abby finds her calling and makes a home for herself. Patrick?
So this movie is another like Lifetime. Like at the end here, we're all getting recycled content from 2020. So this is released in what did I say? France last year. So I don't know what Lifetime's doing, like releasing these things like in other countries first, like maybe testing it and seeing if it's like good. I can't give them that much credit.
Maybe we'll find out. Maybe we can ask somebody about that.
Oh yeah, we definitely should, because I'm curious why we're getting all these like 2020 recycled movies. So I'm putting a cork in it. I don't even know. I can't even.
Dan?
I certainly can't even. It's a hard 0 for me. No, absolutely not. I will not be tuning in under any circumstances.
Yeah, it's just not that. This just isn't what I want.
I don't think it's what anybody wants.
No.
One for being
This time of year too, we've already finished all the Hallmark movies. We're just dealing with this nonsense when we got like family to see. Like, come on, Lifetime.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Yeah. One.
Yeah, now you're at the 0 level because you realize all the Hallmarks are done, and we're here with a movie that aired in France.
I'm not going to give
year.
it 0. If there's Christmas magic on screen, it deserves a 1.
Man,
Okay. That's fair.
you say so.
But it does lead to Christmas Eve, cuddle around the TV, 8 p.m.
Is this our last boy?
There's 2 more. One on Christmas Day.
Okay.
Christmas Eve, hot chocolate holiday.
Okay.
There's Hot Girl Summer, and then there's Hot Chocolate Holiday.
Yeah, those 2.
It's starring Aubrey Reynolds and Johnny Swinson.
All right. Household names.
Yep,
Colette.
people we know.
Colette runs a coffee shop that is known for her secret and famous hot chocolate.
Then why is it called a coffee shop?
Should just call it a hot chocolate shop.
No kidding.
When Marcus, a new dessert shop owner, starts to draw in Colette's customers with his very own specialty hot chocolate that tastes
rivals
tastes exactly like her recipe from her beloved grandmother, she's determined to expose him. Interesting. But as she gets to know Marcus, sparks fly between the cocoa connoisseurs. Saw them live. Patrick, what do you think about hot chocolate, whatever this is called?
Yeah, so this one is an acquisition again from 2020. This one premiered in Italy. So, the Italians loved this one last year when they were like, watching it. And now we're going to have to watch it. So, I'm going to put a cork in this one for sure.
I'm very excited about this movie.
You love Rivals.
I love Rivals.
Oh,
I want to make that perfectly clear. I love hot chocolate. I'm excited to find out, one, what makes her hot chocolate so special.
Why is it a coffee shop?
And 2, how he made the same exact hot chocolate. As there's a lot. You guys know I love questions, so I'm into this movie. 4, and I'm going to use my last cream.
Wow, it's a half mocha for Brand calling someone named Colette during the synopsis.
So they get half.
That's my half a mocha for the movie based upon your pronunciation of Colette. Also, I found out that a pâtissier or whatever that you couldn't pronounce
is
a word for pastry chef.
Okay.
according to our commenters
Thank
that
you,
watch live on the
everybody.
double deckers.
They're so smart.
They're so smart. They
Mhm.
also have Google. We don't.
We don't
fun
have
fact.
it. I don't know.
Writing around the Christmas tree. Writing.
And this is on Christmas
This
Day.
is Christmas Day. Writing around the Christmas tree. It is starring Crystal Joy Brown and Curtis Hamilton.
Curtis Hamilton on
Yeah.
Christmas Day.
Christmas Day, 8 p.m. You guys are tired. You're like, I just can't. I just want to settle down with some writing around the Christmas tree. Michaela, a successful romance novelist who has had bad luck in love, visits a quaint bed and breakfast for a Christmas writer's retreat near a snowy lake town each year. Upon arriving, she meets dashing writer Levi, who soon convinces Michaela that she shouldn't be writing about love if she doesn't allow herself to get out and actually experience it. That's the end of the synopsis. Do sparks fly? Do sparks fly?
Is this one acquired?
No, this is a new one, actually, and it's written and directed by my favorite TV movie director and Instagram friend, Jake Halgren.
Shout out.
Shout out to Jake. Jake is a gay director who is frequently featured in the TV movie world.
Okay.
And what's cool about him is he reached out to me on Instagram and put me in his movie. So I'm going to be in one of his Lifetime movies coming up. So I have to pour it up for this.
But not this one.
Oh, I'm not in this one. No, I'm in a murdery Lifetime one.
Okay.
So I have to pour it up for this and give it all the creams because it's Jake's movie. So I'm biased. It's in my contract. I must cream all his movies.
Yeah, that's fair. That's more than fair.
That's fair.
More than fair. Got to cream them all. Yeah.
The Pokemon thought about making that the tagline.
Got to cream them all.
They
and
decided,
they said, no,
let's catch it.
Maybe not.
Dan?
The fact that it's not from last year means that I need to give it 1. So let's go 1.
That has not stopped you.
Everything
so far,
that, but just the fact that finally we're getting something new, and everything Patrick said that really resonated with me as well. 1.
This sounds like that Alicia Witt movie where she goes to a writer's conference.
Oh, yeah.
You guys remember that one?
Yeah.
Yep.
But it's not Alicia Witt, so I'm going to give it 3.5 mochas. And I don't know if I have a cream left, but if I do, I'm going to use it. If not, forgive me, Pa.
Forgive me, Pa.
That's exactly right. We did, everybody.
Hey, the next time that the 3 of us hang out together, we'll be talking about an actual Lifetime Christmas movie.
Very exciting. Do we know what the first one we're covering yet is, Patrick? Are you going to assign it to us?
No clue. I mean, I guess, if you have ideas, let us know on social media in the comments. Just like shout out any movie that you'd want us to cover, and we'll go with the masses maybe.
Because I don't remember what the first weekend holds as far as star power, but I can't imagine it's.
I don't think it's much, but I know we're doing Reba. I know that.
Reba.
I'm assuming we'll cover Reba, Kirk. We'll cover Mario Lopez, Melissa Joan Hart, and the Ghost movie. I don't
know because we're doing it by week. So if if Reba and Kirk air on the same weekend, I don't know how we're going to handle that.
I'm praying for that to be the case. Kirk, help me out, bro.
Because you want to watch it.
I want to watch one of those.
Yeah.
That's right.
There you go. Well, yeah. So, I mean, these are coming out every day in December. So let's not forget that. It's going to be a lot. And we'll see how it goes.
Let's say how about sometime next week before the movies start, we'll put our official Lifetime schedule so that people that maybe are DTH fans that don't typically go over to Lifetime, they will know which ones they should watch. How about that?
Good idea. Good idea.
Yeah, thank you. And Patrick and I are going to be back next week with another Lifetime episode where we'll be interviewing the VP of programming at Lifetime. We'll be able to ask all the exciting questions like what's up with all of the acquired movies from last year.
I'm not allowed in that interview.
You're not allowed. You've been banned. And maybe like, hey, you guys kill a lot of people during the year and then you switch. How do you do that during the holidays?
Yeah.
All the questions. And Patrick's going to be there to keep me in line and ask the questions you've been wondering as well.
I have some questions. Most of them are like, will you hire me at Lifetime? So this is essentially a job interview, but no, it's going to be fun.
And I'm just going to be in there.
Amy Winter is her name, and she seems really cool. So I'm excited. There's a lot of her TV producing history. She is a very interesting person who's been around at many different channels that you would know, TLC, TLC is the only one I know of. I
Well,
better do more research.
before this position, VP programming, she did that at Up. So
Okay.
she's been around the Christmas TV world.
She
for
knows
a
what's
while,
up. So
that's
it'll
exactly
be interesting to see an executive's opinion on kind of, we know how we think of these things, but see how they're like, this is the person with the folder in
That's
the
right,
movies.
person
That's
with the
like the
folder. Come on.
executive. So I'm excited. I hope she has a
Yes.
folder
I
in the
love it.
interview.
Yes, I hope so. We're gonna ask her.
Do you have your folder?
Do you have
with
your folder with you?
Yes.
Dan, we'll miss you next week, but
I think I'll make it.
Yeah.
But I'll miss you guys for sure.
And until then, may we be the first to wish you a Merry Christmas.
Deck the Hallmark is a Bramble Jam podcast recorded live in, that Greenville, South Carolina. Is produced by Brandon Gray. Set decor by Plum Haywood Mall. For more information on all Bramble Jam podcasts, you can go to bramblejampodcast.com. For more information on how to listen to Deck the Hallmark ad-free, you can go to bramblejamplus.com.